In this video, you'll explore the secret journey your consciousness embarks on each night, revealing how your mind can travel beyond ordinary reality while you sleep. Discover practical techniques to tap into the power of your dreams for greater creativity, insight, and transformation. Along the way, you'll deepen your appreciation for the mysteries of the mind and uncover the hidden potential within your nightly adventures. Imagine closing your eyes tonight, drifting into sleep, and suddenly finding yourself soaring above your own body, exploring places you've never visited, or meeting people you've never known. What if the world of dreams isn't just a random jumble of memories, but a gateway to something much deeper, a realm where your consciousness travels, learns, and even connects with others? Most people never realize what truly happens during those silent hours, but tonight you're about to uncover the secret. Consider the possibility that every night you embark on a journey that is as real and meaningful as your waking life, even if you don't always remember it. Every night as you surrender to sleep, an invisible adventure begins, one that could change how you see your mind, your life, and even reality itself. The stakes are higher than you think. If you ignore this nightly journey, you might miss out on profound insights, creative breakthroughs, and even the chance to heal or grow in ways you never imagined. But if you learn to tap into this hidden world, you could unlock abilities and wisdom that most people never access. The journey of consciousness during sleep is not just a passive process. It's an opportunity for transformation, growth, and discovery that is available to everyone, regardless of age or background. Across centuries, seekers, scientists, and sages have tried to answer the same question. What happens to consciousness when the body sleeps? Ancient Egyptians believed dreams were messages from the gods, offering guidance or warnings. Greek philosophers claimed the soul could access higher realities during rest, venturing into realms beyond the physical. In many indigenous cultures, dreams are seen as journeys of the spirit, with shamans using them to seek healing and wisdom. Today, neuroscientists and quantum physicists are still piecing together the puzzle, but the evidence is mounting. Sleep is far more than rest. It's a portal, a threshold between worlds, where the boundaries of time and space become fluid and the mind is free to explore. Here's what you'll discover in the next few minutes. First, the science and mystery behind what happens to your mind during sleep. Next, the phenomenon of out-of-body experiences and lucid dreams, what they are, why they happen, and how you might experience them. Then you'll learn how your emotional state and intentions before sleep can shape your nightly journey. After that, we'll explore powerful techniques to program your subconscious and direct your dreams for creativity and insight. Finally, we'll dive into the most mind-bending possibilities: shared dreams, parallel realities, and the collective unconscious. Each of these topics offers a unique perspective on the vast landscape of the sleeping mind. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, what do you believe happens to your mind when you sleep? Keep that question in the back of your mind as we begin. Your answer may change as you learn more about the hidden depths of the dreaming mind. Let's start with the basics. When you drift off, your body enters a deep resting state. Your breathing slows, your muscles relax, and your brain waves shift from the rapid chatter of wakefulness to slower, deeper rhythms. But here's the twist. While your body rests, your mind doesn't simply shut down. In fact, during certain stages of sleep, especially REM, the phase when dreams are most vivid, your brain becomes as active as it is when you're awake. Sometimes it's even more active. During REM sleep, the brain's electrical activity can resemble that of someone who is fully alert, suggesting that the mind is engaged in complex processes that go far beyond simple rest. Why does this matter? Because during REM sleep, your perception of time and reality warps. Minutes can feel like hours. You might experience entire lifetimes in a single night. Some researchers have found that the brain's electrical patterns during REM closely resemble those seen in deep meditation or even near-death experiences. This suggests that your consciousness is operating on a level that science is only beginning to understand. For example, people who practice meditation often report altered states of awareness that are strikingly similar to the vivid, immersive experiences of dreaming. This overlap hints at a deeper connection between the dreaming mind and the expanded states of consciousness explored by mystics and spiritual seekers throughout history. Recall your most vivid dream. Did it feel like just a story or something more real than waking life? Many people report dreams so intense and detailed that they linger in memory for years, shaping their beliefs and even their life choices. Now let's dig deeper. If consciousness were just a byproduct of the brain, why do so many people report experiences during sleep that defy logic? Lucid dreams, encounters with unknown places, or even meeting people they've never met. Are these just illusions, or is something real happening beneath the surface? Consider the phenomenon of déjà vu, where a dream seems to predict a future event, or the countless stories of people receiving guidance or warnings in their dreams that later prove accurate. These experiences challenge the conventional view that dreams are merely random firings of the brain. This brings us to a phenomenon known as the journey of consciousness. Every night as you fall asleep, your awareness detaches from the physical world. Your senses fade, your body becomes still, but your mind remains active, sometimes astonishingly so. Some traditions call this astral projection or out-of-body experience. In these moments, people report floating above their bodies, traveling to distant locations, or even exploring entirely different dimensions. For example, there are documented cases where individuals have described events or places they could not have known about through ordinary means, suggesting that consciousness may indeed be capable of traveling beyond the body. But why don't most people remember these experiences? The answer may lie in how we're conditioned to view reality. From childhood, we're told that only what can be measured or touched is real. Yet countless accounts describe people who, after an out-of-body experience, could accurately recount details of places they'd never visited in waking life. This challenges the materialist view of consciousness and opens the door to new possibilities about the nature of reality itself. Take a moment to reflect. Have you ever woken from a dream feeling like you'd truly been somewhere else? Perhaps you've experienced a sense of familiarity with a place you've never visited, or met someone in a dream who felt profoundly important, even though you didn't recognize them from waking life. One of the most intriguing aspects of this nightly journey is that your emotional and mental state before sleep can shape where your consciousness goes. If you go to bed anxious or fearful, you might find yourself in chaotic or unsettling dreamscapes. But if you fall asleep with a clear intention or a sense of peace, you may open the door to profound insights, spiritual experiences, or even encounters with guides and teachers. This is similar to how your mindset can influence your experiences during meditation or creative work. Your inner state acts as a compass, guiding your journey through the landscape of dreams. Here's a simple practice. Before you close your eyes tonight, set a clear intention. Tell yourself, I want to remember what my consciousness experiences tonight. This small act can unlock surprising discoveries about your own mind. Over time, this practice can help you become more aware of your dreams and even influence the direction they take. Pause and ask, what intention would you set for your next journey into sleep? Would you seek answers to a question, healing for a challenge, or simply the joy of exploration? There's another powerful tool at your disposal, the art of suggestion. The moments just before sleep, known as the hypnagogic phase, are a threshold between waking and dreaming. In this state, your mind is incredibly receptive to suggestions. Throughout history, inventors and thinkers have used this window to plant questions or problems in their minds, only to wake with sudden solutions or creative breakthroughs. Thomas Edison, for example, was known to nap with a metal ball in his hand, waking as it dropped and capturing the ideas that surfaced in that twilight state. Here's how you can use this. As you're drifting off, repeat a phrase or question. For example, show me a solution to this problem, or help me wake up refreshed and inspired. Your subconscious mind will work on these suggestions while you sleep, often delivering answers in dreams or flashes of insight upon waking. This technique is not limited to creative problems. It can also be used for personal growth, healing, or spiritual exploration. Try this tonight. What question or challenge would you like your subconscious to solve? Write it down, repeat it as you fall asleep, and notice what comes to you in your dreams or upon waking. This technique isn't just for practical problems. Many people use it to invite spiritual experiences, lucid dreams, or even out-of-body journeys. By repeating phrases like, "Tonight I will be conscious in my dreams," or "I want to remember everything I experience," you train your mind to become more aware during sleep. Over time, this can lead to vivid dreams, encounters with new realms, and a deeper understanding of your own consciousness. The more you practice, the more responsive your mind becomes, opening doors to experiences you may have never imagined possible. Imagine the possibilities. What if you could use your dreams to learn, heal, or even explore the universe? What if the answers to your deepest questions were waiting for you on the other side of sleep? Let's return to the question, where does your consciousness go during sleep? The answer isn't simple. Some people report dreams so vivid they feel more real than waking life. Others experience lucid dreams, where they realize they're dreaming and can control the dream world. And then there are those who describe floating outside their bodies, observing the world from a completely different perspective. These experiences suggest that the boundaries between waking and dreaming, between self and world, are far more fluid than we typically assume. Interestingly, similar experiences have been reported by mystics, monks, and people who have had near-death experiences. Some describe visiting cities of light, meeting spiritual guides, or entering realms where time and space work in ways that defy logic. These accounts, found in cultures around the world, point to a universal human capacity to access extraordinary states of consciousness during sleep. But how can you tell if you're truly traveling beyond your mind or just dreaming? There are cases where people, after an out-of-body experience, could describe details of distant places they'd never seen. Some scientists and researchers have documented these accounts, suggesting that consciousness might not be confined to the brain after all, while skeptics argue that these experiences can be explained by the brain's ability to construct convincing realities. The sheer number and consistency of these reports invite us to keep an open mind. Reflect. Have you ever had a dream or experience that felt like more than just imagination? Perhaps you've woken with knowledge or insight you couldn't have gained through ordinary means. Modern physics adds another layer to the mystery. Some theories suggest that consciousness is not just a product of the brain, but a fundamental part of the universe itself. The idea of a unified field, where everything is interconnected, hints that during sleep, your mind might tap into a deeper reality, one that links all beings and all places. This perspective aligns with ancient spiritual teachings that describe the universe as a web of consciousness, with each individual mind connected to the whole. This brings us to the concept of parallel realities and the collective unconscious. Some dreams may not be random at all, but glimpses into other worlds, or records of journeys your consciousness takes through the cosmos. Psychologists like Freud and Jung believe that dreams reveal hidden desires or universal symbols, guiding us on our personal journey. Jung's idea of the collective unconscious suggests that we all share a vast reservoir of memories and archetypes, which surface in our dreams as symbols and stories. Pause and consider, what if your dreams are messages from a deeper part of yourself, or even from the universe itself? What wisdom might be waiting for you in the symbols and stories of your dreams? In many spiritual traditions, dreams are seen as more than just mental noise. Shamans use dreams as spiritual journeys, seeking guidance or healing from other realms. Some Buddhist teachings suggest that dreams can train the soul to navigate the afterlife, preparing for the ultimate journey beyond the body. In these traditions, dreams are not just personal experiences, but windows into the greater mysteries of existence. There's another phenomenon that challenges our understanding even further: shared dreams. There are reports of people having the same dream as a friend or family member on the same night. How is this possible? If consciousness can connect to a larger field of information, perhaps two minds can tune into the same frequency, accessing the same dream world. These experiences, though rare, suggest that the boundaries between individual minds may be more porous than we realize. Ask yourself, have you ever shared a dream or felt connected to someone else in a dream? These moments can be deeply meaningful, hinting at the hidden connections that unite us all. The collective unconscious, a concept introduced by Jung, suggests that we all share a vast reservoir of symbols, memories, and archetypes. In dreams, these universal images can surface, guiding us or connecting us to others. Some researchers believe that during sleep, our minds can access this shared field, making it possible to encounter the same symbols or even the same dreamscapes as others. This idea is supported by the recurring themes and motifs found in dreams across cultures and eras. Let's pause and reflect. What recurring symbols or themes appear in your dreams? Could they be part of something larger than yourself? By paying attention to these patterns, you may discover connections to the collective stories and wisdom of humanity. Now let's talk about how you can harness the power of your dreams. First, keep a dream journal by your bed. As soon as you wake up, write down everything you remember, no matter how strange or fragmented. Over time, you'll notice patterns, symbols, and even answers to questions you've been pondering. This simple practice can help you build a bridge between your waking and dreaming selves, making it easier to remember and interpret your dreams. Second, practice setting intentions before sleep. Whether you want to solve a problem, meet a guide, or simply remember your dreams, make your request clear and repeat it as you drift off. The more you practice, the more responsive your subconscious will become. Setting intentions is like programming your mind for a specific outcome, increasing the likelihood that your dreams will provide the guidance or insight you seek. Third, experiment with lucid dreaming techniques. Throughout the day, ask yourself, am I dreaming? And look for signs that you might be in a dream. This habit can carry over into your sleep, helping you become aware within your dreams and even control the experience. Techniques like reality checks, keeping a dream journal, and practicing mindfulness can all increase your chances of having lucid dreams. Tonight, try one of these techniques and see what happens. What will you discover about yourself? The journey into your own mind is one of the most rewarding adventures you can undertake. At this point, you might be wondering, is all of this just wishful thinking? Or is there real evidence that consciousness can travel beyond the brain? While science is still catching up, there are documented cases of people accurately describing distant places or events after out-of-body experiences. Some researchers have even conducted experiments where participants, while in a dream or trance state, could perceive information hidden from their waking senses. These findings, though controversial, suggest that the mind may be capable of feats we are only beginning to understand. Quantum physics suggests that reality is far stranger than we imagine. If everything is connected at a fundamental level, perhaps consciousness can transcend the limits of space and time, at least under certain conditions. The implications of this are profound, challenging our assumptions about the nature of self, mind, and reality. Reflect. How would your life change if you knew your mind could reach beyond your body every night? What new possibilities would open up for you? Let's revisit the stakes. If you ignore the journey of your consciousness during sleep, you risk missing out on a vast reservoir of wisdom, creativity, and healing. But if you learn to tap into this hidden world, you could unlock abilities and insights that transform your waking life. Imagine waking up with the solution to a problem, a new creative idea, or a sense of peace and connection you've never felt before. The potential benefits are as limitless as your imagination. You realize that you are more than your body, more than your thoughts. You are a traveler in an infinite universe of possibility. This realization can be both humbling and empowering, opening your heart and mind to new levels of experience. Let that feeling sink in. What would you do if you could explore this realm every night? What would you seek, learn, or heal? Here's the final synthesis. Every night as you sleep, your consciousness embarks on a journey. Sometimes it's just a dream. Sometimes it's a lesson, a message, or a glimpse into another world. By setting intentions, practicing suggestion, and paying attention to your dreams, you can begin to unlock the secrets of your own mind, and perhaps even the universe itself. If you're ready to become a conscious explorer of your own dreams, start tonight. Set an intention, keep a journal, and open your mind to the possibilities. You're not just a passive sleeper. You're an adventurer in the world of consciousness. If you see yourself as a seeker, a learner, or a dreamer, take this as your invitation to dive deeper. Share what you hope to discover on your next journey into sleep. And if you're curious about parallel realities and how your mind might access them, stay tuned for more explorations into the mysteries of hidden worlds and how you can explore them for yourself. Until then, remember, your greatest adventure begins the moment you close your eyes.